There's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Garoppolo, first play, going to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Raiders had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home.
Touchdown, Raiders! Hunter Renfrow. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And space tough to come by there, so we get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
21, here we go.
From the 31, Garoppolo. Open, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Flowers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Jackson going for it all. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham 28 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Garoppolo. That's caught by Myers. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The open man here, Renfro. He's into the secondary. Touchdown! Hunter Renfro with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs and here a loss of yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. A really nice gain of 25 yards. first down. It's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go, here we go.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Garoppolo now. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He finds his target, Beckham. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Raiders 13. Justin Tucker, the kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so try to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got you.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He hits Adams, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. 23 yards to pick up there.
That's good for a loss of Vegas.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So a sensational return there on special teams. A foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. He finds his man complete. That's Flowers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the 30 on second down, Jackson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He finds his man complete. That's Flowers. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, he'd been targeting quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On third down, Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? driven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham, 26 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
Well, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 36-yard line.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Touchdown, Raiders! Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Carlson now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. He finds some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Play action. It's Jackson. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the first and goal.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw again is Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now. On second and goal, Jackson.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Third and goal, Jackson. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Dobbins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Edwards will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10.
Hey, gun.
31-yard line.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, there goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, and now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
21.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Here we go.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Garoppolo looks to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
It's a gain of 19 and brings up
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this time he is in. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Throwing, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Jacobs going to try the middle, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Once again, it's Jacobs. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This will get the lead up to 7. The kick by Carlson is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. One last shot for Jackson. Dobbins with it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, like you
because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because